Natural fur garments and accessories possess a unique array of attributes that underscore their enduring value in the textile and fashion industries. These materials offer superior functional performance, particularly in extreme cold, due to their inherent insulating properties and adaptive temperature regulation. Beyond their practical utility, natural furs present significant environmental advantages, notably their biodegradability and remarkable longevity, which align with principles of a circular economy. The industry is further characterized by its deep historical and cultural roots, its role as a timeless aesthetic statement, and its substantial global economic contributions, supporting diverse communities and preserving artisanal craftsmanship. Collectively, these attributes position natural fur as a distinctive, valuable, and relevant material, distinguishing it from many modern alternatives. Natural fur has served as a fundamental material for human warmth and adornment for centuries, long before the advent of modern textile technologies. Its historical use by diverse cultures, from the Inuit and other Arctic tribes relying on fur-lined garments for survival in freezing temperatures, to medieval European nobility who used fur-trimmed coats to combat brutal winters and signify wealth and status, underscores its proven efficacy and timeless appeal. Early aviators and mountaineers also favored fur-lined leather for warmth in extreme conditions. This deep historical integration highlights fur's fundamental role in human survival, cultural expression, and societal stratification across different eras. The enduring reliance on natural fur throughout history, particularly for survival in harsh and extreme climates, provides a compelling testament to its inherent functional superiority. If diverse cultures across long periods consistently chose fur for protection in such challenging environments, it strongly indicates a high degree of effectiveness and reliability. This is not merely a matter of historical preference, but reflects fundamental material science and proven performance in the most demanding real-world scenarios. The fact that modern synthetic materials are explicitly described as attempts to replicate the properties of natural fur further emphasizes that natural fur possesses intrinsic complex qualities that are difficult or impossible for man-made alternatives to fully match. This historical legacy thus serves as a powerful validation of its inherent functional excellence. This report aims to systematically detail the positive facts and beneficial attributes of natural fur garments and accessories. It will draw upon scientific findings, historical accounts, cultural understandings and economic data to provide a comprehensive and authoritative understanding of its inherent value. The analysis will strictly adhere to the objective of focusing solely on the advantages of natural fur. Natural fur is widely recognized as one of the most efficient natural insulators, inherently designed to protect animals from extreme temperatures. Its exceptional effectiveness stems from a unique and complex multi-layered structure. The outer layer, known as guard hairs, helps repel moisture while simultaneously trapping air, forming an essential insulating barrier that minimizes heat transfer. Beneath these coarser guard hairs lies a soft, dense underfur. This layer provides additional warmth by preventing body heat from escaping, creating a highly effective thermal barrier in conjunction with the guard hairs. The ability of fur fibers to efficiently trap air within the garment is a key mechanism for its insulation, as air is an excellent natural insulator. At the core of its appeal, fur serves a primary functional purpose, shielding wearers from cold more effectively than most other materials. It is consistently cited as providing unparalleled warmth and insulation, particularly excelling in extreme cold conditions. Consumers frequently cite incredible warmth as the primary reason for purchasing fur. Unlike many synthetic materials, natural fur possesses a unique ability to regulate temperature. It can both insulate against the cold and allow for breathability in milder conditions, preventing the wearer from overheating. This inherent adaptability ensures consistent comfort across varying weather situations. Beaver fur, for example, is highlighted for its capacity to allow excess heat to escape during activity while retaining warmth during rest, a balance synthetic materials often struggle to achieve. Fur's natural fibers are inherently breathable, facilitating air circulation and preventing the wearer from feeling damp or clammy. This breathability is critical for effective temperature regulation and overall comfort. Certain furs, such as beaver fur, are naturally hydrophobic, meaning they actively repel water. This property is vital for insulating, as it helps to keep moisture away from the skin, thereby preventing the chilling effect associated with dampness and preserving warmth. While one study suggested artificial furs might be more permeable to water vapor, it also noted that animal furs retain very high thermophysiological properties due to their exceptional moisture absorption, which can provide warmth even when wet and cooling on hot, dry days. The synergistic interaction between natural fur structural elements and its material properties creates a sophisticated thermal regulation system that provides adaptive comfort. The unique multi-layered architecture with its hollow guard hairs and dense underfur efficiently traps air which is a fundamental principle of effective insulation. This physical trapping forms a robust thermal barrier. Concurrently, the inherent hydrophobicity of certain furs, such as beaver fur, actively repels external moisture, preventing it from compromising the insulating layer. At the same time, the natural breathability of fur allows internal moisture, like perspiration, to escape. This prevents the uncomfortable clammy sensation and the evaporative cooling that occurs when sweat remains trapped against the skin. This combination enables natural fur to not only provide superior warmth by trapping dry air, but also to actively regulate temperature by allowing excess heat and moisture vapor to dissipate. This adaptive quality means the wearer stays warm without overheating, a critical factor for comfort in varying conditions. The capacity of animal furs to absorb moisture and still provide warmth when wet or cooling when dry further points to a highly sophisticated thermophysiological system. Real fur inherently exudes luxury in both its visual appearance and tactile sensation, characterized by a distinctive luster and a profound softness that immediately sets it apart from synthetic substitutes. The experience of running one's fingers through real fur reveals an immediate and noticeable depth and softness. Its natural flow and elegant drape allow it to adapt gracefully to the wearer's movements, showcasing a seamless motion that contrasts with the often stiffer and less adaptable appearance of faux fur. This tactile and visual distinction reinforces its premium status in the fashion world. The inherent beauty and timeless elegance of natural fur make it a classic choice that elevates any outfit and is considered to never go out of style. Genuine fur is renowned for its exceptional durability and resilience against wear and tear, designed to last for decades when cared for properly. This inherent longevity significantly reduces the need for frequent replacement, contributing to a more sustainable consumption pattern. Unlike synthetic materials, which tend to degrade faster, peel, matte, or lose their shape over time, real fur's natural fibers consistently maintain their integrity and aesthetic appeal. A well-made fur garment can endure for generations, often becoming a cherished family heirloom. Natural fur is a natural and renewable resource that is inherently biodegradable, meaning it can naturally break down over time and reintegrate into the Earth's biological cycles. This fundamental property contrasts sharply with synthetic materials, which are typically derived from non-renewable petroleum resources and can persist for hundreds of years, contributing significantly to plastic pollution and the proliferation of microplastics in ecosystems. The Great Fur Burial Experiment, conducted in 2016, empirically demonstrated this biodegradability. Fragments of real fur almost completely disappeared in soil after just 1 year, whereas fake fur remained largely unchanged. This finding was further validated by a rigorous scientific study in 2018. This indicates that unlike many synthetic fibers, natural fur will not clog landfills or break down into persistent microplastic particles. Natural fur is inherently a renewable resource. This renewability is evident in various sourcing methods. For instance, lamb fur is often a byproduct of the meat industry, making it a sustainable and eco-friendly option as it utilizes an otherwise discarded material. Seal fur is obtained through regulated hunting, which is a significant cultural and economic activity for many indigenous communities in Arctic regions. These practices are managed to ensure sustainability and responsible resource utilization. The fur trade as a whole is fundamentally based on the responsible use of a renewable natural resource, emphasizing long-term ecological balance. The exceptional durability of natural fur garments contributes significantly to their environmental advantage by allowing them to last for decades. This longevity reduces the need for frequent replacement, thereby lessening their overall impact on landfills and resource consumption. A unique and environmentally beneficial attribute of fur garments is their remodelability. They can be meticulously taken apart and completely reassembled or restyled to adapt to changing fashions. This capability extends their functional and aesthetic lifespan indefinitely, meaning fur is not typically discarded due to evolving styles. Furthermore, the crafting process for fur garments emphasizes minimal waste. Even small leftover pieces are collected, sorted by color and texture, and then sewn into plates to produce less expensive pieced garments, ensuring that virtually all material is utilized. The extended lifespan and inherent remodelability of natural fur garments offer a distinct advantage within circular economy principles. While synthetic alternatives typically have a much shorter lifespan, degrading faster and often becoming textile waste, and the fast fashion industry globally produces billions of garments annually, with a significant percentage ending up in landfills. Natural fur presents a different model. The prolonged utility and adaptability of natural fur directly reduce the frequency of new product purchases and manufacturing. This translates to fewer raw materials consumed and less waste generated over a long period for a single fur garment compared to multiple, shorter-lived synthetic items. This long-term utility and adaptability position natural fur favorably within circular economy principles, which prioritize maximizing product utility and minimizing waste. While initial production impacts of fur are a subject of ongoing discussion, the benefits during the use phase and at the end of life, specifically longevity, remodelability, and ultimate biodegradability, represent substantial advantages that can significantly offset initial resource inputs by drastically reducing the overall consumption and waste footprint over time. This offers a compelling counter-narrative to the environmental challenges posed by the rapid consumption and disposal cycles of many modern textiles. The natural fur industry demonstrates a commitment to ethical and sustainable sourcing practices, encompassing both farmed and wild-caught fur. This includes adherence to high standards of animal welfare for farmed fur and responsible hunting and trapping practices for wild-caught fur. Comprehensive programs such as FurMark, which integrates Welfur, a European certification program for fox, mink, and fin raccoon, and North American farm-raised certifications, provide robust assurance to consumers. These programs cover sustainability, animal welfare, and the dressing and dyeing processes, ensuring adherence to recognized national and international standards. These certification systems are science-based, third-party certified, and transparent, promoting continuous improvement in practices. For farmed fur, reputable suppliers like Copenhagen Fur and Saga Furs are noted for their strong track record in ethical and sustainable practices, including strict guidelines for animal welfare, environmental management, and feed management. For wild fur, trapper education programs are mandatory in many regions, covering essential skills, regulations, responsible animal treatment, legal methods, safety, selectivity, and ethical behavior. Regulations vary by state and province, and specific licenses and permits are required to ensure controlled and sustainable harvesting. Natural fur possesses an enduring elegance that establishes it as a classic and timeless fashion accessory, in stark contrast to synthetic materials, which can rapidly become dated and unfashionable. Its appeal transcends generations, with both traditional elite customers maintaining their fondness for classic fur luxury and fashionable youth increasingly adopting it for unconventional style statements. The increasing number of renowned designers working with fur today, far exceeding figures from past decades, coupled with the rising visibility of celebrities wearing fur coats, signifies its continued relevance, desirability, and trendiness in high fashion. Fur is recognized as one of the oldest forms of clothing, having been absolutely essential for human survival in harsh climates for centuries. Historical examples abound. Inuit and other Arctic tribes ingeniously utilized fur-lined garments and boots to withstand freezing temperatures. Medieval European nobility donned fur-trimmed coats, not only for warmth but also as powerful symbols of wealth and status. And early aviators and mountaineers relied on fur-lined leather jackets for protection in high altitudes and extreme conditions. These historical applications underscore fur's foundational role beyond mere utility, embedding it deeply within human cultural and social narratives. The fur trade is deeply intertwined with the historical and cultural fabric of many indigenous peoples in North America. Many indigenous communities came to depend on the fur trade as a primary source of income and a crucial means to obtain European manufactured goods such as weaponry, tools, and household items. Indigenous groups like the Ojibwe and Dakota held influential positions in the fur trade, prompting European powers to actively seek their military and trade allegiance and even adopt native protocols and customs. For many indigenous communities in Arctic regions, traditional practices like hunting and working with seal fur remain an important cultural and economic activity, with local people performing the hunting, tanning, and dyeing of skins. The fur trade continues to provide vital income for thousands of North Americans in rural and remote regions where alternative employment opportunities are often scarce. The creation of authentic natural fur garments is a testament to meticulous handcraft and a sophisticated blend of traditional techniques with modern innovations. This industry is unique in its preservation of specialized skills and values that have been diligently passed down through generations of furriers. Given that each fur pelt is unique, the making of a high-quality fur coat cannot be fully automated, requiring the discerning eye and skilled hands of artisans for every stage: selection, cleaning, treatment, precise cutting, and intricate sewing. Highly intricate techniques such as letting out exemplify this artisanal mastery. This process involves slicing each pelt into narrow diagonal strips, which are then painstakingly sewn back together into a longer, narrower band to create a supple, flowing garment. A single fine mink coat can require hundreds of these tiny, precise seams. This unwavering dedication to excellence and the extensive skilled handwork involved throughout the entire production process, from pelt preparation to design and manufacturing, are major components contributing to the significant cost and the undeniable luxurious appeal of fur garments. The industry's commitment to no waste further underscores this craftsmanship, as even small leftover pieces are utilized. The intrinsic value proposition of natural fur extends significantly beyond its utilitarian function. Despite the widespread availability of synthetic alternatives and ongoing discussions regarding ethical considerations, natural fur maintains its status as a timeless fashion accessory and is increasingly embraced by prominent designers and celebrities. The persistence and growth in demand for natural fur in certain market segments can be attributed to several underlying factors. First, its ability to exude luxury and signify social standing fulfills a deep human desire for distinction, prestige, and personal expression that goes beyond mere functional warmth. Synthetic materials, despite technological advancements, often struggle to replicate this inherent opulence. Second, the meticulous handcraft, delicate craftsmanship, and years of specialized training involved in creating unique, non-automated fur pieces appeal to a growing consumer segment that values authenticity, quality, and the narrative behind a product. This offers a distinct counter-narrative to the often impersonal and disposable nature of fast fashion. Third, natural fur's deep historical roots and its continued cultural and economic importance to indigenous communities provide a compelling narrative of tradition, heritage, and a tangible connection to natural cycles that synthetic materials simply cannot offer. This positions natural fur as a material with a unique and multifaceted value proposition that extends far beyond pure utility, catering to desires for artistry, heritage, and a tangible connection to the natural world. The global fur coat market alone was valued at $21 billion in 2024 and is projected to grow to over $29 billion by 2033, demonstrating a robust compound annual growth rate of 5%. More broadly, the global fur trade, encompassing farming, trapping, and production, was valued at over $40 billion in 2012 and 2013, a scale comparable to the global Wi-Fi industry, highlighting its significant economic footprint. This industry provides extensive employment, supporting more than 1 million people full-time worldwide, with many additional individuals working on a seasonal basis. This includes a diverse range of specialized jobs across the supply chain, from pelt dressing and dyeing, with plants in Italy, Greece, and Asia leading in responsible and sustainable processes, to highly specialized artisanal furriery and retail. The natural fur trade plays a crucial role in supporting livelihoods in rural and remote regions, particularly in North America, where it provides income for thousands of individuals who often have limited alternative employment opportunities. This decentralized economic activity contributes significantly to the economic stability and well-being of these communities. A key aspect of the industry's economic structure is its commitment to fair compensation. Trappers and farmers typically receive the full value for their furs from major auction companies, with only a small commission deducted to cover auction operational costs. This direct compensation model ensures that primary producers are equitably rewarded for their products. The natural fur industry contributes substantially to national economies across the globe, with significant impacts observed in countries such as Greece, Russia, China, and Denmark, where it employs thousands of people and generates considerable revenue. For example, the industry contributes approximately $800 million to the Canadian economy annually, involving about 70,000 people. North American fur sales alone were $1.7 billion in 2013. Rising consumer purchasing power, particularly within the expanding middle classes of emerging economies in Asia and Latin America, is a significant driver of demand for luxury products, including fur coats, fueling market growth. The United States remains the largest and most influential market in North America, driven by strong consumer demand for luxury fashion and premium goods. The natural fur industry operates as a decentralized economic powerhouse that provides substantial support to communities. The global fur industry, valued at tens of billions of dollars and employing over 1 million people worldwide, is not characterized by highly centralized mass production. Instead, it is described as non-polluting, decentralized, and primarily composed of small-scale, family-run operations across all levels of the production chain. This structure is particularly significant because it specifically supports rural and remote regions where alternative employment opportunities are often rare. This decentralized, small-scale operation model, combined with global demand and fair compensation mechanisms, leads to a broad distribution of economic benefits. Unlike highly centralized mass production industries, the fur trade structure allows for income generation and economic stability to flow into diverse, often vulnerable, local and remote communities. This creates a wide array of specialized jobs and contributes significant tax income and revenue across various economies, fostering economic resilience in regions that might otherwise face economic hardship. This model presents a distinct and valuable form of economic contribution compared to the often concentrated and less community-integrated structures of large-scale industrial textile production. This video was aimed to systematically detail the diverse and compelling beneficial attributes of natural fur garments and accessories. These include their scientifically validated superior functional performance in terms of warmth, insulation, breathability, and exceptional durability, which often surpasses synthetic alternatives. Natural fur's unique multi-layered structure and inherent properties enable a synergistic thermal regulation that provides unparalleled adaptive comfort in varying conditions. Furthermore, natural fur offers significant environmental advantages through its inherent biodegradability, its status as a renewable resource, and its extended lifespan coupled with remodelability. This positions fur favorably within circular economy principles, contributing to reduced waste and resource consumption over time, a stark contrast to the rapid consumption and disposal cycles of many modern textiles. The industry's commitment to responsible sourcing is demonstrated through comprehensive certification programs and regulated practices for both farmed and wild-caught furs. Beyond the tangible, natural fur holds profound historical and cultural significance, serving as a timeless fashion statement and supporting traditional livelihoods, particularly within indigenous communities. Its enduring appeal is also rooted in the meticulous artisanal craftsmanship involved in its creation, which elevates each piece to a work of art. Finally, the natural fur industry makes substantial global economic contributions, creating extensive employment and supporting rural economies through a decentralized network of small-scale operations. Through this unique combination of inherent natural properties, artisanal heritage, and a robust economic ecosystem, natural fur continues to hold significant and multifaceted value as a natural material in the modern world. Its distinct advantages, rooted in both science and tradition, extend beyond mere aesthetics, making it a material of enduring relevance and benefit